Hi guys, welcome back. We are here in our Oasis Park. It really doesn't have a name, so if you have a better name than Oasis, be sure to let me know because I could use one. We are in our remodel phase. We're going through and remodeling the different areas, and then of course we're going to take the park and change it and add some stuff to it and make it our own. I still need an idea for the middle there. I'm going to take the castle out, so I need something to replace it with. But I hope you enjoy this series. It's a little bit different, I know, the remodel part of it anyway. But you can let me know what you think. But it is a jumping off point, and hopefully it'll work out. We'll see. We'll jump into it and get going. So this is the first little area I did. This is where they come in, and I thought that was cute, adding the little shops in there. This is what it looks like before. I still need to do some work on the inside, and that archway is kind of Western. It doesn't really fit the modern look, so I'll be changing that down the road. And this park is very much a work in progress, so um, I'll be doing the different areas and buildings to make them um, kind of flow a little bit how I want them to. But this was the first one I tackled. So here it is after. I added a little bit of color and a sign. The signs aren't real long, so I just had to put what would fit. Um, Still haven't done anything on the inside. This has got to go. This Western arch just doesn't work here, so let's take that out, and I'll be working on that too. But that's what I've done to the outside so far. You can let me know what you think about that. The next area is this is the security building and the hat shop, which I change into a first aid station. So didn't really do too much to the front of that security building, but I did change this. Change the roof line, and I was going to use that cross, but it is like huge, so I ended up doing this instead. I made a smaller one, and the sign. I still, I don't know. I still, it's not perfect by any means, but I like it better this way. I don't know if it's the red I'm not thrilled with, or I couldn't find a sign to really fit the front. Um, and the green doors, you can't really change those. So, but that's how it ended up. And then later on, I'll do some landscaping and work on that a little bit as well. So here I added, changed the word security to Repub. That is Planconian for safe, safe security. And then we added some little landscaping here. Found a home for that big white cross. That way you could see it's a first aid station from pretty much anywhere you look. But um, it did add a little bit adding the landscaping, so I like it better now. I think it's okay. This area over here, the shipping and receiving, I didn't care for it being right up front because as the guests come in, that's the first thing they see. And I liked the building, but I wasn't happy with the location. So I made a few changes to it, and I picked it up and flipped it and had to redo the roads. And that was no easy task, let me tell you. But I like it a whole lot better, the new version. So this is the new version. You've got the big poster where you're not looking at all the icky, nasty part of it. And back here, I made a little employee area. It's got a little place for those who smoke, and a little picnic bench, a security punch pad there where for staff to get in. And then I pretty much flipped the whole thing and had to redo quite a bit of it to make it fit, but I like it a whole lot better. I added shipping and receiving instead of just shipping. Added Rubel's cute little golf cart here. I love that. We're doing little maintenance chores. And then I added a little path for the golf cart so they don't have to go out on the street. And this little planter because the pavement didn't meet up there and there was nothing I could do to fix that. So if you can't fix it, cover it up. I still have some work to do on that right there in that big front area. So I'll be working on that. This security building over to the left where the gate is wide open. I don't have a real good view of it this way, but you can kind of see right in between this tree and the fence, people can get in right there. Yeah, you can see it right here. They can just like walk right over the planter and go right into the park from that area. So I thought that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And I didn't have a whole lot of footage of this building, so I kind of slowed it down. So that's why it's kind of jumping all over the place. So excuse me for that. But I decided to change that area up a little bit and make it look a little bit more real. So I blocked it off, added the fence here in the back, and it splits those trees, but I think it's okay because I weighed my options about putting the fence there or in front, and it just looked better there. So I like it now. This area is secure. Nobody can just walk right in the park through the planter, and I think it's okay that the tree is in the front. And I also added some lights because it was really dark back here, even for the security guards. They need some light. And around the clinic, kind of light up the pathway a little bit. So here we are at the front ticket office, and this is what the windows looked like before. They were brick, and I thought they looked a little plain. So I changed it to this over here, made everything gray with the blue to match the top, and I like that a little bit better. I thought the windows were just kind of plain and dark. And these inside windows, I still don't like those. I changed the one on the far end there, this one over here, but it still doesn't look great. I just couldn't find a window that I really, really liked. This one didn't fit totally, so I'm not sure if I'm going to change those out or leave them. So on the back side here, this is what they look like now that I've changed all the brick to gray. I left the bottom half. I thought that was okay with the blue there. And on the walls on the side, the cars that exit, there was a window there. And I didn't think that made a whole lot of sense. Because if they're leaving, why would they need a window? I don't know. I also changed these lights because before it had both lights in the left lane and like they would be green. Well, if you're coming in and traffic is coming out, you want cars to know they shouldn't be in that lane. So I moved the lights over and turned them red for, the coming in traffic so they know not to be in that lane. And that just makes more sense to me. The person that made this originally must be from London or England or somewhere because they're exiting on the left. So here we have the hotel, what it looked like originally. This is the back. And it's a nice hotel. It's pretty basic, but it does have a little bit more of a modern vibe. It does have that Las Vegas sign to it, and I'm not overly fond of that, so I change it and I don't do a whole lot of changes to it. Still might do some work on it, but this is what it looked like before, and it's a nice size and in a good area. So this is what I did to it. I changed the sign. I put a little walkway with the cover for the front door so the peeps don't get wet. And this whole middle section, I changed the windows out just to give it a little bit of variation so all the windows aren't the same. I changed the top, added a little patio with a railing and some plants and a door, because you can't have a patio without a way to get to it. Added the different Planet Coaster sign. I like those signs. I couldn't think of a name right now, so I just put that there for unless I think of a better name. I added these little archways to kind of mimic the rest of the roof with some lights as detail. And then I added the different plants in the bottom for some foliage in the front there. This is sitting right on the boundary line, so I'm not able to change a whole lot as far as the building. I could, but I kind of like it the way it is. This is what it looks like at night. I added lights so you could actually see it. So it lights up pretty nice, I think. So over here is the front, and it has lots of, well, it has this blank space right here that I need to do something with. And then all these planters, and they're nice, but they look kind of weedy to me. Like maybe they're not as well kept, which is okay. But for the front, I don't think I want it as messy. I think it needs to be a little bit more kept looking. And then we have this big, kind of the pinky sidewalk, which I'm not overly fond of. And then we have all these trees that are identical. And they provide a good screen, but I'm not sure that I'm going to leave those. So this is the back of the building, which is the exit. I changed some of the planters because they were very similar to the front. I didn't do anything to this middle one yet. You can see the difference. I just kind of cleaned it up a little bit because I thought they should look a little nicer as far as, being a little bit more maintained. So that's what I did to the back. And I'll probably do that a little bit in the front too. I'm not sure yet. So the front, I changed the pink sidewalk to gray, and I made this front stand out a little bit more by changing the sidewalk to a blue color. So now you can definitely tell that this is the entrance, and I like that a little bit better. This is the way they come in right here. And then I added this little fountain here. It's real basic. It's just the geometric shapes, and it just needed something there, and I didn't want to put anything big or elaborate or detailed, so it's simple. There are fountains in the planter behind it, which I'm probably going to remove. Probably still got to redo these planters back here, but it's a work in progress, so we've got to do a few other things and see where we take it from here. So if you guys have any ideas, let me know for sure. Okay, I'm going to call it quits for now, guys. I appreciate you being here. I appreciate any ideas that you might have or any suggestions or comments. And I hope you're enjoying the series. Let me know in the comments. And I hope you have a great day. Take care.